Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ni No Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we got to go and see the unfortunate events taking place with Oliver's mom, and she did pass away during the last episode, but not to worry, because we now do have a tag-along partner out here with us, known as Drippy, and he did go and tell us during the last episode that there is a way to go and bring back for Oliver's mom, and try to bring her back into where the normal world of our time is going to be all about. And I did kind of bring this up during the last episode, and it kind of almost has a little bit of a feel of what Dark Cloud 2 was all about, because if you guys kind of remember about what happened with Max's mom, because I believe we kind of saw what was going on with the mom that happened during the time of when Max was little, and then all of a sudden she kind of like just disappeared or vanished or something of that type of nature. I don't know if she died or anything, but she vanished, and then we never got to go and see her all that too much, not until much later on, until like I want to say later on in Dark Cloud 2, and we saw her that was like in a whole other different type of time dimensional area, and saw some stuff that was going on from that way. But anyways, enough about with Dark Cloud 2, because we're still talking about here with Ni No Kuni, and right now we just got with this thing known as the Wizard's Companion at this point in time, and this is where we can actually go and nickname with this spell book here. And what this book is all about is that this can actually go and open up with the gateway to the dimensional world that we do need to go and head on into within this episode for today. So we're going to go and nickname this Wizard Companion spell book known as the Prox Crew. I was going to call it the Prox Gaming Crew, but since we don't really have a lot of letter type of boxes, we can't really go and fit that out for right now. But anyways, we got it now, and let's continue onwards with the story here. So now, throughout this segment, I want to say is that Drippy is going to go and talk about that we need to have some sort of specialized stick or some sort of wand to actually go and open up with the actual gateway for us to go and head on into. And right now, we don't really have that at this point in time. So that kind of sucks, but we'll probably figure out where something of that type of thing is going to be. Well, you can literally go search for any type of stick, right? So it should be outside. Oh man, these guys, they're arguing, man. We're all trying to get to the same, well, we'll hopefully try to get into that area. So enough about what the complaining, and just hopefully that you guys could just kind of, at least just kind of make do of what we got here. But within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time within here of Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play, but we're also, of course, going to be going and diving on into some more of with the Ocarina of Time as well, too, because if you guys don't know, we are going to be starting to move on into our way of the bottom of the well at this point in time, and very excited about trying to at least accomplish with everything that we need to do within there, because once we go and do that, we got ourselves with the Fire Temple, and that area, I want to say in itself, could be a little bit of a hassle, but you know what? I think we can manage all through there. We just need to go and try to figure out where the Goron armor is going to be, so that we don't have to get ourselves completely burned throughout that whole entire area. But I know that also as well too, we do have the Nocturne of Shadows area as well, which that is also a probability for us to go and potentially check around over there as well too. But we'll have to see which one I'm going to go and choose first though. So now we're going to get ourselves, I want to say, something special here, and this is going to be known as the Bottomless Bag, and I believe this is I think this is where we're going to get ourselves with all these different items that we're going to have, and we can just go and start adding them here into all of these different parts of the inventory. So again, kind of like something that we kind of had before, like with the infinite type of bag that we had within our way of Yokai Watch 4. If you guys remember back when we went and played through that series a little bit of some episodes ago. And if you guys haven't went and checked out with the Yokai Watch 4 series, you guys should go and probably do that, because that was a really fun series, and I'm glad that we went and completed it off. Now, unfortunately, we never really got to go and finish off with all the different post-game that was happening within Yokai Watch 4, but again, we were able to go and at least get ourselves with the S-rank that I did want within the post-game, and that's a plus right there, and that's all that all that I could go and say. But also, too, not only that, but we got Shadow Venok as well, too. So there's nothing around here, but, where else can we go and literally, find around for where we could go and find out where the stick is going to be, huh? Well, the only place that we haven't really went and seen just yet is around here in these bushes. But hold on for a sec. Hey, is that my conscience again? I know that we kind of went and saw her before, she was kind of like telling us, or well, giving us some sort of prediction that we shouldn't really go and do what we should have been doing out there with Philip in the first place.
We met before. So, how do you know who I am? I'm really, really sorry, Oliver. Huh? Your mummy. I'm sorry. I couldn't save her. Huh?
Again, we still don't really know about too much of this girl to begin with, and I really have no idea who she is anyways to even be happening throughout here in Ni No Kuni. And again, you guys could always go and leave tips or tricks or anything of that type of nature throughout this series to kind of let me know about what goes on here throughout this game.
Mr. Drippy, she disappeared again.
Huh? Who did?
Yeah.
Strange girl.
She keeps on disappearing back and forth. We have no idea where she goes.
What's that? A girl? Where? You're right about strange. I can't see her any flipping where.
Well, if we had the lens of truth, we could probably go and see her. But again, that's a different game of our, well, for our other type of Let's Play that we're even talking about right now.
There is? Sure, go ahead.
Do you mind it? You know, having a sidekick like.
Huh? A sidekick? Who do you mean?
Crikey.
Oh man, come on there, Oliver.
Why not stab me in the heart while you're at it? I mean me.
For some reason, whenever I look at Drippy, I kind of feel that he kind of looks like some sort of character off of like Adventure Time or something.
It looks like I got my answer, huh? Well, so you know, if you don't have faith in people.
Oh well, there's this magical stick.
And what's more?
Look at this.
Huh?
It was on the ground.
Yeah, it just landed somewhere like unexpected. Well, probably it was from that mysterious girl.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's a wand.
You mean it? A real wand?
Oh boy, here we go. Let's go and finally use this.
It might seem like any old stick, but it's got all magic.
Oh, well, there you go. Right there. If it has magical writing on it, then you know that that's the special stick that we do need. I kind of like how this game kind of has a little bit of like a Harry Potter type of feel to it, so that's pretty nice.
Neato. What a stroke of luck.
Luckier than you know, Ollie boy. Dude, I never thought we'd actually find one.
Do you think maybe that girl brought it?
Well, could be, you never know. Mysterious things happen all the time in random video games, so.
Right, now we need a place to cast our spell.
Okay.
To cast Gateway, you need somewhere proper massive. You need space to give it oomph, see?
And I think I know exactly where we'll need to go for that one, right? We need to go into like the main part of the town that's going to happen around within this way.
Magic is special, innit? It's sacred, right? You have to cast spells in the best environment.
Now, when we go and start heading on into like the actual next dimension that's gonna happen within Drippy's world, we'll get into some more details about how these creatures kind of work, because there is gonna be some elemental type of creatures that's gonna be throwing some status effects and other things that are gonna happen later, which we have to be a little bit careful of. Now, again, I did go and put the battle mode and set it to easy for myself, right? Because we did that before since episode 1, because there is an easy mode and a normal mode together with the with everything within each other here. So I'm gonna go and try to make sure that with us having this easy mode on is just gonna be at least somewhat nice in a way. Now, again, this is all blind for me as well too, so I don't really know if for it to even go easy mode is gonna be something nice for myself. But here we go. So let's start for this gateway. It is for 0 like type of magic points, so that's pretty nice. Oh man, here we go. It's gonna start happening here. Alright, go and use it. Oh man. Oliver can become the next Harry Potter if he can. Now, I know that there was a Harry Potter game that just came out like a little while ago, and I've been seeing a lot of people play it. I don't know if I may probably actually be down to go and try that game out at some point. That's crazy. How does anybody not even notice this thing even trying to be something that is gonna happen around out here within this town? It's like it's so huge and massive. How can nobody not ever see this? Huh. But wow, this place is huge, man.
And we're off to another world.
Well, now I believe we're gonna go and head right back to where we last were, back from the very beginning of the episode of part 1, right? Where we got to see the crazy stampede of all this craziness of all these other creatures that we never seen yet.
Right. Let's get going.
Well, at least we never got trampled yet. That was crazy, but at least we're still alive.
So this is your world.
Wow, this is so beautiful, man.
Home at last.
Even in the PS4, this game actually looks really beautiful as well, too.
That was pretty neat just now, huh?
Oh, that herd of elk. Enjoy your first encounter with the majestic wildlife of our mysterious world, did you?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't sound good.
Huh?
Well, here comes out with our very first actual enemy. Now, this guy's not really all that too entirely bad, but...
Ah! What do we do?
He's not like the big softies just now. He's itching for a fight. Proper savage.
Let's run away!
No, use that stick you got by there. Give him a whacking and send him packing.
What do you think that a stick is going to literally do?
Ah!
You could probably just throw a fetch with this guy if you needed to. Alright, well, let's see whatever this type of stick is gonna probably go and at least do something, right? Alright, so it looks like, for what's gonna happen here, Drippy's gonna tell us everything, how these attacks are gonna work. So, basically, we have the HP, we have our MP for magic skills. I don't think we really have that just yet, so we can't really go and do anything about it for right now. But I believe you can actually go and choose whatever that you want to go and control around for Oliver. So if you have attacking, you can just keep on attacking directly. But the one annoying thing is that you actually have to like cancel out the attacking that you're having to go and do if you want to switch it back to if you want to go and defend or anything that happens. But it seems like as well too that throughout here in this battle is that even enemies could go and drop some stuff. So you may probably want to go and have to go and pick that up. So it could probably be for like extra HP to kind of re-heal yourself back up, kind of like what happened before back when we were playing Yokai Watch 4. So there we go, that was a pretty nice good critical hit there. So there we go, and it seems like we already went and knocked it with our very first actual enemy for our time, so not bad. Now later on we will be boosting up all the way up to level 2. I almost said episode 2. We're already here in episode 2. I don't know why I even brought that up. Yeah, so we're almost about to be heading up into level 2.
Keep that up and you'll have nothing to worry about. Right, let's get a move on, shall we?
Sure, Mr. Drippy, but where are we going?
Well, first off, we need to get you a wand.
But I already have
Yeah, with this flimsy stick right here, that's not no wand.
That thing's about as magical as a flipping cabbage. You might just squeeze a gateway spell out of it, but you can forget about anything more than that.
Like,
Honestly,
that stick, you can't really go and probably do nothing, really.
Sorry.
It's just only what it just used just to open up the door.
Was just over by yonder, didn't I? Well, if we're very lucky, we might find a wand with a bit more oomph down by there.
So, are wands really so hard to find here?
Well, time was you couldn't move for the flipping things. But since Shadar showed
Yeah, and that's the same type of villain that we've been kind of hearing out here so far, this Shadar guy. I wonder if this Shadar guy is like kind of like almost like in a way of like how Emperor Griffin's all about within the Dark Cloud 2 games.
Flipping doll, didn't he? Just saying his name's enough to make most folks brick it. Still, I'd rather be a
Yeah,
doll
and that's
than
what
a
happened. He was originally a doll, but then our powers of the tears made sure to bring back with Drippy there.
Like, sad?
Worse than that, much worse. It's when he steals a piece of a person's heart. Poor beggars don't know whether they're alive or dead. That's no way to live, man.
So that's why they're all so scared of him, huh? We can't let him go
Nope.
on doing this.
Well, it's not a matter of letting him, is it? It's not like people flipping enjoy it. That's why I brought you here, innit? You might just be able to stop him, see?
You really think I can?
Course you can! You are the pure-hearted one! And the legends say that the pure-hearted one will drive away the
Oh.
darkness.
Yep, and that's what was happening as well too for the last episode.
Sound good to you?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll learn magic.
Oh man. Can't wait till we see what type of crazy magic spells that we're gonna have to go and learn later on.
All right. Let's head for Ding Dong Dell.
Say that 5 times fast. I could try, but I will still probably fail. Alright, well, so now we're going to be seeing that, that there is going to be monsters out here in this part of the, well, yeah, I guess you could call it the overworld of our time out here. And now, not only that, but you can also do behind attacks as well with some of these different creatures. And you can actually be able to get, like, preemptive strikes in a way of, like, how Final Fantasy kind of works. So that means you'll get, like, an extra hit before you can actually go and actually start off with the battle. Kind of like something to also do with, like, Paper Mario in a way. So, not only that, but you can also go and find some hidden items as well, too. But while doing a little bit of some walking around out here, we got ourselves with a brand new enemy that's also here. So, now these guys in particular, you want to be a little bit careful with these dudes because they will go and throw out with some status effects, such as, like, making you fall asleep, because that's what his real whole name is all about, right? His name is Sleep. Well, I can't even see that all that too well. I don't know if I need better glasses or what. But yeah, he's like a type of enemy that just basically puts you asleep. Now, we don't really have any type of items or anything to kind of like bring ourselves back up, so we'll kind of have to wait for that. But also, too, there's also another new enemy that's also here as well, too. We got one of these snakes enemies, these Ouroboros out here.
Let's do it.
Like, this guy actually kind of does almost look like, in a way, of like a Pokemon, because I think there is like a Pokemon that kind of has that same type of way of how the design works. But there we go. And just like that, I think this is how we got ourselves all the way up to level 2, I think, right here, right? Yeah, so there we go. Finally all the way up to level 2. Get ourselves with some nice new stats there. And there's also some other enemies along the side, but I'm not going to really go and worry about that for right now. But there is like an item or something I think around over there that I was kind of seeing there for a sec, but I'm not going to really worry about it. But anyways, this is where I think I'm going to go and end off with the episode for today. So thank you guys so much. Oh yeah, and also too, by the way, we do now have the part where we can actually rotate around with the camera for right now. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. We will be going to do some Ocarina of Time. And of course, peace.